Hello and welcome to Ambi Marie Knits episode 67. My name is Amber. Welcome to my channel about crafting. Usually fiber related, but sometimes there's some sewing in there as well. You can of course find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Ambi Marie Knits. My hair's doing some fun stuff this morning, afternoon, whatever. Let's see, today is August 23rd, 2024. A little bit later than normal for recording. It is going on almost 3 o'clock. That's all right. So we have some finished objects, interestingly enough, and not as many whips as you would think. And also, I want to thank everybody for subscribing because I made it over 600. Yay! Okay, let's jump in. So, finished objects. Let's see, we're gonna start with this. Okay, this strange thing hasn't been blocked yet. This is my swatch for the Doodle sweater by Jamie Lomax of Pacific Knit Co. Pattern is in testing. I'm going to be testing it. I'm going to be, oops, let me shut my phone off real quick. I'm going to be doing a sample for Emily of Fangirl Fibers. I don't have the yarn yet, which is perfectly okay, but I wanted to do a swatch. Not the best colors, but this was the yarn that I had. Tamara was ever so nice to let me use the brown, and then I had the other color. Brown is Sasquatch, the other's a one of a kind. I was trying to make a headband. Oh, is this gonna be fun? It doesn't really work for a headband, but you know what? It makes a great little cowl. Like perfect just to keep the neck warm. I thought it was pretty cool. But I gotta block it to finish checking my gauge. I'm not sure. I may have to go up a needle size. I don't know. We will see. I'm not sure on that one. But that's my first finished object. Finished object number 2. We're gonna do one that you've seen before. I finished this morning another chicken. So this is an emotional support chicken slash chicken. So I use 2 separate patterns. The tail is a pattern called Chicken by Tracy Carrier. And the pattern is pretty much the same as the emotional support chicken, except for the tail is in one piece. You don't have to sew or crochet the tail together. And I like it that way. But then I use the stripes from the emotional support chicken by Annette Corsino of Knitting Tree LA. But yeah, this is a sports themed chicken, and he is all ready to be gifted. It's so squishy. If you haven't made a chicken yet, I totally recommend it. I'm really thinking about maybe not in any of these colors, but eventually doing a chicken out of hand spun. Tina's Workshop, she's doing one in some hand spun, and it looks so good. So that's a someday thing I'm gonna do. But there's that. Next finished object is one you haven't seen yet because I finished this in the course of a couple days. So this is an Enchanted evening cap. Pattern is by Amy of Happy Little Yarn, and it is a double brand beanie. I did fingering weight held double. Yarn is some Knit Picks Stroll that I dyed. I don't even know what I used to dye it. I'm pretty sure I used acid dyes, but quite frankly, looking at the colors, it could have been Kool-Aid or food coloring. I'm pretty sure it's acid dyes. But yeah, it's a nice little... Okay, out of hats that I've tried on, that is probably the best one. I'm still not a hat person. I like making hats. I don't like wearing hats. But finish this. So that was nifty. This was from some river knitting. So Sunday, me and my sister went to the river and hung out. Whatever, we'll put some life stuff in here. It was pretty cool. We got there and we just wanted to sit with our feet in the water. Like we weren't going swimming or anything. We just wanted to sit and play with yarn. But we got there, some ducks showed up and they never left. We were there for about an hour and those ducks were there the entire time. I'll try and put a picture, video, something in so you can see the ducks. They're really pretty. They had like this blue on their wings. It's pretty cool. But that is all the finished objects. So now we're going to go into whips. So when it comes to whips, I'm gonna be in this kind of weird, I don't know what I'm doing, because my next big project is gonna be the Doodle sweater, but I've decided to go ahead and do Pigskin Party, which is a make-along that runs throughout the football season. I don't care about football, but I like making things. It runs along football season, and which means that you can't start stuff for it till September 5th, which is when football season starts. So the Doodle sweater is going to get started then. That gives me 2 weeks. I don't want to start a huge project, but I don't exactly know what I want to do. So we'll see what projects we have. First one, my bag by Mary of Ginger Snap Fibers. I told you I wanted to crochet squares. So I went and got some Red Heart all-in-one granny yarn. This is in the color Soft White Amethyst. And I currently have a whole bunch of squares. So these is what they look like. Just basic granny squares. This yarn is fun. It's a little bit pricey. It would be cheaper just to buy each color individually, but you don't have all the ends to weave in, although it's not as fast as you would think, because sometimes it takes me 3 tries to make a round, because you've got to make the gauge like end at the right time. But this is going to be, I think I've got like 10 or 12 made. This is going to be probably a blanket, although part of me is dabbling in the idea that maybe it could be a cardigan. I haven't decided yet. For now, we're going to make squares. I got 3 skeins of this. Each skein makes, I think, 14 squares. So we're going to make up all the squares, and then we're going to go from there and see what it turns into. So I've got that. That's been pretty fun, because I just really wanted the granny squares. And then this morning, I don't know. I didn't want to do the granny squares, but I didn't know what I wanted to do after I finished the chicken. And going through old projects, I started something with some scraps. This is yarn that's been repurposed a couple times. So I am making a yarn basket. I'm using a free pattern off Ravelry. I'll put the name and stuff right here. But I am using 3 colors, 2 strands of fingering weight each. So essentially 6 strands of fingering weight and a size 6.5 millimeter. So K or 10.5. I admit I lean towards my boy hooks. I like how they fit in my hand. That's what works for me. So I'm making a little basket bag thing. I started this morning. Okay, so I started it like 4 times, because you know how sometimes when you're crocheting like this, you forget how to count? Definitely was a problem today. But yeah, just a fun little basket. The only knitting project I really have active right now is my sea glass cardigan, and when I say active, that's a really loose term. I haven't actually worked on it in the past week, but I may start working on it more since I don't have a big project. We'll see. Okay, so that's finished objects, whips. Now we're gonna go into I frogged a thing. We all know sometimes I just frog something. So one of the projects that's been languishing for a while that I haven't touched is my Partner Pullover by Lydia Morrow. I messed up on the pattern and I just didn't fix it, and it's just sat there and sat there and sat there some more. And I love the yarn, I love the pattern, except for I just don't want to do the bottom up. I will do it eventually, not right now. So this is going to be something else. I don't know what, but sorry for the glare. So that's my Partner Pullover. I frogged that this morning. I don't know. I still want it to be a colorwork sweater. Any suggestions for a top-down, all-over colorwork sweater that would work well for a neon fade? Please comment below. Let me know your ideas on what this should come into. But I definitely like frogging a project, because it just takes, like, you just get that weight off your mind. I don't have to sit there worrying about, oh, I'm not working on it. Oh, I haven't fixed it yet. Well, I don't have to fix it now. It can become something else eventually. Okay. Let's see, spinning. We'll talk about spinning next. Didn't get a lot of spinning done, but I did get half of the, so I got this bobbin done. So this is Storytell Stitchery colorway Alice's Adventures. So I finished this skein, this half of the braid, and then I've got another half that I barely started. And then once I get that done, I will apply it together, and it will make something that's going to look very similar to this. And then I'll have 3 skeins of this. So that's pretty cool. I've also been wanting to cast on something with my hand spun, and I might. I just don't know. I don't know what, because they're all pretty much bulky weight right now. I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure by next Friday I'm going to have something interesting for you. Okay, that is all the fiber related stuff. Sewing, I made some cool fall bags. Look at it, isn't it so cute? Speaking of cute fall bags, since we are at 600 subscribers, we are going to do a giveaway. And the giveaway is this bag. Also, if you want one of these bags, there are 4 in my shop right now. Or one of them is going to be a giveaway for the emotional support ghost mal that Nicole, Witch and Knitting Mama, is putting on. I'll be donating a bag as a prize for that, but that make-along runs through Halloween, so we definitely got some time on that one to make a ghost. But if you would like to be entered to win this fun fall bag, please comment below with something involving the word ghost. Anything you want to say about ghosts, just have it in there, and you will be entered in to win this. I will draw not next week, the week after. I'll give everybody 2 weeks. And then, so that is, let's see, we're going to look at the date. So that would be September 6th. That's when I'm going to draw. So if you're watching this, if it's before September 6th, comment below. So that's my sewing. Let's see, I told you I went to the river as far as life and stuff goes. That was pretty fun and nifty. Let's see, books. I finished book 1 in the Bargainer series by Laura Valasa. I'm not trying to pronounce the name of it. I did go ahead and start the 2nd book in the series, which I'll put a picture of here. A Strange Hymn is the name of book 2. It's okay. It's something to read is really all I've got for you on that one. But then I've also been listening to some Patricia Briggs, who I love dearly. I listened to Alpha and Omega is like the prequel. Libby actually had it as a standalone, but if you want it in book form, it's in one of those ones that has like 3 or 4 different authors. It's called On the Prowl. I read that, listened to that, and then I'm listening to the first book in the Alpha and Omega series, which is called Cry Wolf. I'll actually probably finish that today. I've only got like 20 minutes left in it. And then I don't know what I'm going to listen to after that. I lost my earbuds for almost a week. Rephrase that. I had this. I lost this part of my earbuds, like to charge it and stuff. And I'm so excited I found it this morning. I had it Sunday before I went to the river. And I couldn't find it. Like, I had it and 3 hours later it was gone. It's in the house somewhere. Could not find it. Searched everywhere. You know where I didn't search? The back bedroom where I wind my yarn. And I'd set it there because I was winding yarn for the hat. Because I took that to the river with me. So, that happens. So nice to have my earbuds. I had other earbuds, but you get the ones that you like. Okay, y'all. That's it. Oh, garden. Garden's a disaster, but I'm still getting tomatoes. I made some homemade salsa for dinner the other night. It was really good salsa, probably pico. So it was tomatoes, onions, fresh jalapeno, lime juice, and cilantro. Salt, pepper, garlic. It was delicious. But okay, that's everything. I do want to thank everybody for watching. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you next time.